Welcome back. Now my next guest, and I hope I say his name right, it's Anthony Scopoletti.
That's very good.
And he is the owner of Outhouse Plumbing Company. And let's talk a little bit about, obviously we know a little bit about what you do, but one thing that we want to know about people like you is reputable, valley-wide license bond. Let's talk a little bit about yourself. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. First off, I just want to say is we've been in business since 1974, and you don't stay that long in business without doing something right. A lot of things that I've found from horror stories, and I've heard a lot of them over the years, just there are companies out there that, believe it or not, aren't licensed. They're not. There's some that aren't even required to be licensed. They are required by law, but it's just all it takes is a sign, equipment, and a van, and they're good to go. The register of contractors, very good place for homeowners to get to where they can actually look and see whether they have an active license, if they have any complaints about it. Your Yelps, your anywhere that you can possibly look up any kind of bad, negative information about a company. The one thing that I will have to say is that our company has never really done any kind of marketing at all. It's all been word of mouth.
And you did hear.
And I did. You just called at the right time, and I was in the office, and I said, why not?
Yeah. You know what? It's a great way of getting the word out about what you do. And here's the thing about right now is for you to be able to talk a little bit about you being able to say you've been in business since 1974. You are all about service, and that's one thing. And I know you have just revamped your website. It looks great. I love it. Their website is ohplumbing.com. But not only service, but also education. You want to help your clients, from what we talked about before, not necessarily have to have that emergency call. So you'll help them actually go through something over the phone if you have to, so that you can wait till Monday to get there if you have to.
Exactly, because we do not offer emergency service. If you call in the middle of the night, you're not going to get anybody. You're going to get an answering machine. What I've done with many of my clients is that emergencies do arrive, but sometimes it's just a matter of just isolating the situation and being able to be proactive, save some money, and not get that middle of the night service company to come out there that's going to charge you 1.5 to 2 times the rate.
And it always happens like that, doesn't it?
It does. Holidays.
All the time.
Holidays, especially when you have a lot of guests around. It's never convenient. If it was convenient, and that's another part that I like to educate my clients on, is being proactive. What can you do annually? What can you do throughout once a month, once every 2 months? And also help them to know where they could go to be able to get the resources or the answers. And because sometimes there's information out there on the website, but you just may not know where to find it.
Right. Now, their website is ohplumbing.com. Their phone number is 480-503-2427. And you're valley-wide.
We are.
Okay. And you are licensed, bonded, and insured. But believe me, guys, I know you're going to want to call them for there's emergencies, but they don't take emergencies because they're going to walk you through it so that you don't have to call them.
Correct. Well, our specialty is you got to remodel. You want a facelift on that old bathroom. You want a facelift on that kitchen. You want to change out a fixture. If you have a leaking water heater and it goes out on a Friday, if you don't need one until Monday, that's the best time, because you're not going to pay twice or 3 times as much money for that water heater to have it replaced. We're the type that we go from any phase that you can think. And I always, when people meet me immediately they think drain cleaning, they think backed up fixtures, something like that. And I tell them, I said, there's plumbers and there's service plumbers, and we do not do the service side of it. We're everything but that. If you have a backed up drain or you need a drain cleaned out, forget it. But if you need someone that's going to come in there and put that addition on the back of your house,
I want to talk about that, okay? Because you're bringing up a very good point. Why should somebody, when you're thinking about maybe doing some remodeling, why should somebody call OH Plumbing rather than somebody who does what they would consider remodeling? Like a company that does whatever, I don't know, what how you would call that. Help me out there. But there's a difference, because when you think about plumbing, when you say the name of the company is OH Plumbing, you're going to think for that, but you're saying no. So why would someone call you?
Well, first off, 3 generations is a lot of knowledge. My grandfather taught my father taught me. With that knowledge comes the ability to be able to sit down with the client, walk them through the process, show them options that they may not know are available, and be able to streamline the project to get it done early, get it done affordably. And to use somebody that maybe, let's say, has a guy that answered an ad, he has a little bit of plumbing experience, he knows how to change out a few washers or fix a leak someplace. He may not have that knowledge that we constantly are educating ourselves on products in the industry, ways that you can look at a situation and address it proactively.
Let's talk about that. That's a great thing. What on your website, I know that you have this new one here too, but you also have one where you can really learn how,
Yes.
how to be proactive.
Yes, I started ArizonaGreenPlumbing.com, which is a total educational side of our company. And what it does is, as we start looking at more green alternatives and how can we save utilities, how can we save water, how can we not be so wasteful, how can we protect our environment, I started researching a lot on the products, and there's so many products out there. For example, a toilet years ago used to flush on 3 to 4 gallons of water. They have designed now to where they're flushing on less than a gallon of water. Now there's retro kits that we could put into the existing toilets that'll get you the same features without having to spend the money that you would for a brand new fixture. There's tankless water heaters that can be used when you only need hot water. They produce water, saving you anywhere from 50 to 75%. A fine example, you're retired, there's only 2 of you in the house, you have a 40 to 50 gallon water heater that's cycling 3 to 4 times a day when you're not even using it. Or you travel a lot. Solar, there's hybrid type systems that can save you a substantial amount of money. And not only utilities, but it also saves you on the water. So therefore, it's kind of that, not only are you helping your wallet, but you're also helping the environment.
Now, their website is ohplumbing.com. They've been in business since 1974. They're valley-wide. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. They want to educate you. You do free consultations.
Free consultation and free estimates.
Free consultations and free estimates. Their phone number is 480-503-2427. I'm going to tell everybody, when I have a lot of DUI attorneys come on and I'll say, put this number in your phone. I'm going to say that now because I think that people should put this number in your phone. It always happens.
It does.
And if you have the number in your phone, you can call them, especially the holidays are upon us. They can help you with educating you on how to fix things up so that you can be proactive about that. And God forbid, for anything that happens, you give them a call.
Yes. And also I want to talk about a special that we are running for any of the first responders, military. Where right now we're going to offer up to 40% off of our labor rates.
So if anyone has anyone in their family,
Yes.
how's that?
Anybody
In
family,
first, go ahead, say it.
first responders, police, military, if you're in that protecting the well-being of the citizens of the United States, I want to go ahead and pass on the savings to you and help you out.
That's awesome. And it's 40% off the labor.
Yes.
And again, their phone number is 480-503-2427, and put that number in your phone.
And in addition, Carol, if they call and they give me their email, I'm going to send them five important topics that homeowners should know, completely free, that they can be proactive. Whether you hire me or hire somebody else, it's great to be educated as a homeowner to be able to save yourself some money, put some of that money back in your pocket. And in today's economy, that's an important thing.
So everybody, I'm going to let them call in right now here to the end throughout the rest of the show. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Everyone's going to get the 5 proactive ways to save you money. Our number here again is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Okay, how about this? Tell us a little bit more about environment-friendly plumbing.
Well, as I was saying before, there are all types of fixtures, everything from just changing out a simple aerator that's going to save you, to harvesting rainwater, taking the water that's coming from the sky and actually putting it into a system to where you can water your vegetation. There's ways of keeping your outside environments cold with a misting system or a fogging system. There's gray water reclamation to where you can actually, if you design the house, if you're in the infrastructure and building it, you can do that to be able to reuse that water and not have to waste so much down the drain.
Don't forget that they're going to give everyone who's a first responder or has somebody in their family like that 40% off of their labor, and they're valley-wide. They are licensed, bonded, and insured. They're going to help you. They want you to be proactive, and they want to help you save money and save time. So again, their phone number is 480-503-2427. They've been in business since 1974, and it's ohplumbing.com. This is the last part of the segment. So give some examples of the work that your company has done.
Well, I think anywhere throughout the valley. We've been in every West Core mall in the valley. We've worked at Sky Harbor Airport. We've done everything from hotels to apartment complexes, large federal projects. We're not just that small company. We have quite the resume to show that we're experienced and we're knowledgeable.
And they want to help you. They want to help you so that you don't have to call anybody for an emergency. You can't call them because they don't do emergency work.
Correct.
They are going to offer for everybody who is a responder 40% off their labor. Their number again, it's 480-503-2427. And I'm going to let you call out throughout the rest of the show for the 5 ways of being proactive. 602-277-5369.